And we're live.
Hello, and welcome to episode 4 of the Doing It Right podcast with Andrew and Alan.
Alan and Andrew, get it right.
The special guest today is Evan Ferguson. Evan, how are you doing on this spooky day?
Oh man, I'm completely spooked out.
You're spooked?
What can I say?
Damn.
But I'm feeling great.
Feeling great.
Thank you for having me on the podcast.
Oh, yeah.
I appreciate it, guys.
No problem. It's a pleasure to have you.
Yeah. So, you do cross country and lacrosse, and you're part of DMOA. So, what we wanted to talk about with you is the Château, which any viewers who don't know what the Château or DMOA is, it's an organization of like, what would you say, like youth boys.
Yeah. Youth boy.
Yeah.
Alan.
My favorite kind
Alan.
of boys.
Keep the phone away from the mic.
Yeah.
Probably
Okay.
static.
Okay.
Okay, we are free of any static from here on out.
So yeah, that's DMOA. It's like pretty cool. And then so one of the events that they do is they go to a lodge in Bloomington, and we just kind of stay there for a weekend.
Yeah.
So that's what we did this weekend with actually everybody in this room. Everybody in this room was there.
That's great.
Me, Alan, Evan, and Mason. So what do you think about DMOA?
You know, it's a great organization. I'd like to be more involved in it. I don't really go to a ton of the meetings, as Mason probably.
Yeah, I know. Leave that out.
But there's a lot of fun stuff to go with it. We do a lot of great things for the community and whatnot, and it's a pretty good program.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, I could kind of see that by this weekend. I think those advisors are some good people.
Yeah, they're all good people there.
Yeah. So Alan,
I'm Alan, if you don't know.
so how was like your first experience with DMOA?
I actually enjoyed it a lot, especially the first night when we had cup pong and we played basketball. It was
Yeah.
just like chill, getting to know everybody,
Yeah.
getting destroyed in what's it called, the dice game.
Oh,
Prudo.
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 Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, we had fun.
I would agree with that. I think it was really fun. Yeah, we did a lot of just chill stuff. It wasn't like
Yeah.
any crazy stuff. It was just a nice weekend to get away. So that was fun.
And I love old Alan.
Oh
He's
yeah.
like-
So one of the advisors in the DMOA chapter, right,
Mm-hmm.
is named Alan, just like Alan.
Just
Yeah.
like me,
Yeah, and he spells it the same way, which is,
which was wild.
I mean, that's just straight up unlikely.
I know.
But anyway, this guy is a straight legend. He knows all the party games, all right, every single one. And then he's like really, really good at some of them. Like you
Yeah.
can't beat him. He's too good. He gets inside your head.
Yeah. Should
But
we
anyway.
explain Prudo or would that be
Yeah.
too?
No, Prudo
complicated?
is too complicated.
Yeah, we would explain Prudo, but not a lot of our viewers have big brains such as we. So
We
we'll
like to
skip it.
keep it watered down.
Yeah.
Okay. So we ask this to every guest, Evan. So like, what is your favorite song or like type of music to listen
Yeah,
to?
type
Oh,
of
man.
music. Let's say type.
That's such a hard one because, I'm not a big. I'm gonna be honest. I don't listen to a ton of music,
Yeah.
but I enjoy music of all types. I don't really have a specific genre or whatever that I listen to. Just a little bit of everything, I guess.
Right.
I can't really answer that question.
Yeah, I would
It's
agree. I
hard
think
for
a
me.
lot of people have that kind of mindset. Like
Yeah.
listen to a lot of different stuff. It's a good mindset to have. when it
Like
comes to music.
I like to broaden my horizon.
Yeah.
Like I get down to Cardi B, but also I like Queen and whatnot.
Okay. All right.
Well put.
Yeah. Well said by Alan.
A rare occurrence.
Yeah. Okay. So, do you want to do headline hoedown or
Just go right into it. I
yeah,
guess.
we should get right into these because
Okay.
they are some pretty hilarious ones.
So, okay, let's start with Vatican. The Vatican releases Pokemon Go clone, but for Catholics.
I mean,
Now,
as per usual, there's so many questions to be had
yes.
about this this headline here. Like, what are you catching? What is the substitute for the Pokemon that you catch?
Who got paid by the Pope to make this game?
Wait. Oh
That's a good point.
my. Oof. I mean, maybe it's like a non-profit. They didn't get paid. They just did it. It's a passion project.
I don't know about that.
Mason, do you know what's the substitute for the Pokemon? Like,
Do you know
when
it?
you're being
Have
a
you read
nice,
this?
a Catholic Pokemon goer.
Okay, so I didn't read it. Of course, you're not supposed to read
Yeah,
these headlines.
that's forbidden here.
That's part of the game. You're not supposed to read a headline. We should probably explain it to Evan first. I
Yeah,
don't think
okay.
he knows what's going on.
And
So,
our new
Evan,
guest.
Yes, the headline hoedown is when we take a news headline and we don't read it,
Oh,
but we
okay,
just
okay.
kind of ask questions about what they are.
All right.
So
That's good.
my theory is that maybe they're catching like Bible pages, and you like
Yeah.
trade Bible pages with each other,
Yeah,
like
or
Bible verses
like
or something.
yeah, verses.
But, okay, does this mean that they found Pokemon Go unsuitable for the hardcore Catholic community?
That's what
Probably.
I was thinking. Is like
Yeah.
is like sacrilegious. I mean, is it not? What's so
That's a-
bad about
I don't know,
Pokemon Go
dude.
that they had to change it? That's what I was thinking.
That's
He-
wild.
Here we're gonna please, Pope, give us a statement on is Pokemon Go Catholic enough? Because if not,
I hope
then,
to God it is.
if not, then we need to confess our sins.
I'm sorry, Lord Jesus Christ, for balling in Pokemon Go every day.
Okay. You want to go to the next one?
Yeah, my computer turned off because it's dumb. There we go. Okay, dog pretends to be a stray to get hamburgers from McDonald's, owner says.
Owner. Oh,
The owner says that.
wait. So how did the owner figure out that it's not a stray?
Probably like the
The
dog
owner of
parent.
the dog.
The dog parents.
Wait. Oh, I thought it was the owner of the McDonald's.
No.
Oh, like the guy who got tricked by the dog.
I mean,
that's
yeah,
pretty. That's
dogs,
pretty whack.
dogs would do that kind of stuff. I mean, my dog would choose food over me any day. So.
Yeah. That reminds me of a story. When our trip in 8th grade to
Gatlinburg.
Gatlinburg, yeah. Our friend Jimmy, he went up to the Fazoli's, I think it was. Like there's a drive-through, and he just walked up to it instead of in a car, and they thought he was homeless, so they gave him his food for free. It's pretty awesome.
Wow.
Wow, what a man.
What a man. You
Shout
gotta
out,
love
shout
Jimmy.
out to Jimmy.
Shout out to
Honestly,
What a legend.
hey, no, Jimmy is like actually a dog though. Like,
Yeah.
The geography guy.
yes.
Yeah.
One time in band class, like this kid straight stood up and started drawing the world map, like inch for inch.
Oh my
Like
God.
free-handed it. He free-handed the entire world.
Dang.
Like,
You gotta love
and
Jimmy.
he knows like all the capitals. He knows all the countries. Ask him anything. He's basically better than Google.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah. So, yeah, I also want to ask, like, how did the dog figure out that pretending to be a stray gets him hamburgers?
Probably. Huh.
Like,
That's a good
how did
question.
he pretend to be a stray in the first place?
I think that might be like part of dogs' DNA. Like they like beg for food. They're like breed it.
Yeah.
Maybe his owner didn't feed him.
Probably.
Oh.
Uh-oh.
We need to launch an investigation here. Maybe this owner figure isn't so innocent.
Whoever you are, we're coming for you.
Yeah, we're coming for you.
We won't.
We're gonna make sure this man doesn't get away with it, or woman.
Disclaimer: the Doing It Right podcast intends no actual physical harm on anybody.
Also, no dogs were harmed in the process of making this podcast.
Thank God.
Thank dog.
Thank dog. Okay, what about this one? Schoolboy takes microwave to school to carry books after school bans bags.
That's innovative.
That's a G right there, dude.
Hey,
It's probably gonna get workout in the process.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Microwaves aren't light.
Yeah,
Skin is
turn his microwave on. Make those books nice and gooey. That's how to lighten up the school day.
Yeah.
Who doesn't like a gooey book?
I know I do.
But like when he turns on the microwave, he'll also be getting a sweat in because
Yeah.
like all those radiation waves, just like. But also, he could jam the school. He could jam the school's Wi-Fi with the
Huh.
microwave.
What are you going off on?
If you turn a microwave on, it sends microwave signals all over, and it interrupts all like signals.
Wow.
So you can't.
So like if you turn on your microwave, then you can't like while it's on the connection gets jammed around it.
I'm not.
Yeah.
Okay.
So he
We
could
have no proof for this, but I'll buy it.
no. It's Mason. Can you confirm this?
What? I have no idea.
I have no idea.
Like microwave signals can, like microwave waves can jam signals like near it.
Okay, we're talking about.
I have no idea. I don't. Why would you think I know?
I don't know.
I don't know, I
Because
do.
you're some like big brain.
Do you know Evan?
No.
Okay, well, that's gonna be a no for me, dog.
All right, a no go. Whatever.
Tune in next time.
Wait, whoa.
Whoa.
Whoa. I have more questions about this.
Okay,
What made him decide to take a microwave?
just to be a G, you know?
Yeah, that's awesome.
But there's so many better things to take.
Like what?
You could take it in a box.
It's a good meme, you know.
But then you wouldn't become a famous internet meme. That
Well,
is-
Exactly.
we don't know. We don't know if he's famous.
I've seen that several times.
You
in
have?
my experience, yeah.
Oh, okay. Well, I guess I'm not really a memer anymore. I don't really.
Andrew, no longer memes.
Yeah,
I'm gonna cry.
I'm more of a epic gamer.
Epic
now.
gamer.
Yeah.
Epic gamer. Okay, but tune in next time for more info about the microwave.
Okay, so I feel like the last headline in Headline Hoedown is the best one. It's South Korea vows to arrest citizens who smoke cannabis in Canada. Evan, do you have any thoughts?
Any
on this?
thoughts?
I mean, those other countries, they don't mess around. Pretty strict. So
I mean-
it doesn't surprise me, but
I thought South Korea was supposed to be very liberal. That's what I thought.
I don't know.
not exactly. I don't know if that's the right word to use for it, but I don't know.
My guess.
I have an aunt from South Korea,
Mm.
and it's not. It's a. I don't know how to describe it,
Not liberal
but
necessarily.
no, I don't.
Not
I don't
necessarily.
yeah, not necessarily.
Not necessarily.
Not
It could be like
specifically liberal.
leaning liberal.
Yeah.
Well, why do they feel obligated to prosecute citizens in other countries?
No, it's citizens of South Korea
That go to
Oh.
who go to Canada.
In Canada to
Yes.
smoke. Okay.
Yes. Because I feel
I
like
see.
that's a fairly short travel.
No.
No,
That's like across the
exactly.
world, isn't it?
That's a pretty far
No.
flight, yeah, because you got
Yeah.
South Korea,
Yeah.
and you have to go across the Pacific.
Yeah, I
Ocean.
forgot there's an ocean there for a second.
Yeah. Alan just forgets about
apologize.
oceans sometimes.
Sometimes. It's my greatest curse.
He's like, it's just a pond.
It's
It's
just
just
a
a
pond."
pond.
The pond. Okay. So, what, in your opinion, Evan Ferguson, is the best Halloween candy?
Oh man, I'd have to go with Twix.
Twix? It's a pretty good
Okay,
one.
yeah, Twix is pretty good, but
I've always been a big fan of just chocolates and stuff so much. I don't really care for all the sweet stuff like Sweet Tarts and Smarties.
okay,
all
those
that
are
stuff.
bad.
I think they're. I don't know. I'm not a huge candy fan, but Twix is always good to me.
It's good.
Twix is a solid choice, I would
Yeah,
say.
solid.
I'm always like one of the more like sweet fans instead of like the chocolate. Like I can dig some chocolate,
Yeah.
right? The chocolate's
I can
good.
get down with some
I
chocolate.
can get down
No.
with that.
No,
dark,
I'm saying.
down with that dark chocolate.
Yeah.
But hey, I'm just gonna say, like from a very young age, I love Twizzlers. So I mean that's
Boy.
Twizzlers, of course. Of course, Andrew Haggerty likes Twizzlers.
Don't you like black licorice?
yeah I do like
Oh.
I do like black licorice, but it's not like my favorite.
No.
So I was looking for a headline hoedown. I was looking at r/not the onion,
Of course.
which is supposed to be a bunch of news articles that are supposed to look like they're fake, but they're really not. They're actually like true.
Well,
And one of the posts was like, candy corn voted #1 Halloween candy, and I'm like, why does that belong there?
Because it's so good.
no, because
But that's but how is that?
because
How is that how is that?
because candy corn, it's like a
Oh,
lot of people
don't
hate
like
candy corn.
but like
It's commonly hated.
but it's also commonly liked.
Yeah, it's a division. I don't know.
Yeah, that's why.
Okay.
Because it's like
Well, I
a
don't know. I
lot-
don't think it
some
belonged on that
people
stuff.
some people would be like, why?
It only really
Why is
shows
this?
up around Halloween.
Yeah.
You don't really see it
I guess.
summertime.
Yeah, I still don't see. Did he just call me Dante?
I did not call you Dante.
You didn't even say
He didn't
Dante.
even say Dante.
Back to your hole.
I'm going back to my hole.
All right.
Okay. But okay, my answer to that is probably I gotta say Reese's Cups.
I like
Yeah.
Reese's.
They're so good. And then in a close second is Dots, dude.
Dots?
I
Dude,
love me some
Okay,
Dots.
they taste great, but they get stuck on your teeth. That's the problem. You can't chew them.
Chew them.
Yeah.
Well, I
I was
mean,
about to say something else.
but that just gives you more time to savor the flavor.
No, I don't.
Savor.
Hey, I don't like that gooey stuff like stuck
Okay.
to my teeth.
It's
It
just this-
annoys me.
That's a surprise snack for later.
It's an
You just find a chunk of it in
Yeah.
between your teeth, and you're like, ooh, glad I ate those dots earlier.
Okay.
They're probably really bad for your teeth, though, if you think about it.
I don't want to think
I'm
about
sure
it.
most candy is.
Yeah.
I don't want to think about it, Andrew.
Sometimes when I eat too much candy, it just hurts my teeth. Like I can't chew it.
I want to get that checked out.
I have sensitive teeth anyway, so I mean, I wouldn't.
The
be
only
too-
ones that are sensitive for me are the ones right down here.
Yeah.
Bottom row.
Okay, number 5 is that Mason just added live in the studio.
Halloween plans.
Hallows Eve plans.
So what are these? What are we doing as for Halloween?
Yes,
Like, do I
that's the question.
know yet?
Do you?
No.
Okay.
Do we know?
I don't know.
Do we have? Okay, we don't have Halloween plans apparently.
Do you
Evan,
have
Do you?
plans?
No. I was planning on just passing out candy, but
Dang.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was
kind of
thinking.
lame. Yeah.
Probably.
Yeah. Or maybe, just maybe, me and Alan will host a Halloween party at Alan's house.
Maybe. But it's
Live
on
Sundays at 3.
But it's on a school night.
Doesn't matter.
That's true.
Oh wait, oh yeah. No, we could just do it like Halloween. Well, other Halloween.
It is
post
Halloween.
Halloween.
Post Halloween weekend, yeah. So everybody will be there instead of all the other dumb parties that people go to.
Well, but we would classify as the dumb party,
That is true.
unless I don't know.
That is a good idea. I'll see if we can get that together.
But wait,
What about costumes?
costumes? No. My mom is taking my little brother shopping today, but instead of going shopping for costumes, I'm here
Yeah.
doing this podcast.
Costume optional.
Costume option.
All of our viewers are welcome.
If you've ever viewed the podcast, then that's your ticket. You have to show us proof.
Yes.
That
So-
might be bribery, but
So I want to
Oh,
ask
wow.
specifically Evan.
Specifically,
Should I be an AP prompt for Halloween?
an
Because it's
AP
scary.
prompt? That is pretty scary.
yeah.
Yeah, I'd say so.
Hey.
But
No, and then I could be like a picture of beef. So it's like a beefy essay.
A beefy,
Oh, it's a beefy
yeah.
A nice beefy essay. Yeah.
I like that.
Anybody in Miss Sheehan's would know that.
Only Sheehan's kids
Yeah.
will remember this.
Only the elitists.
So, I'm gonna be in. We're gonna be in AP Lit next year, Andrew.
Yeah.
Probably gonna fail that. Oh wow.
Well, good luck with that.
I will.
Anyway,
I'm gonna need it.
if you could have a costume, what would your costume be?
I don't know, dude. Probably John Wick.
John
I'm
Wick.
not gonna lie.
You could pull off John
I
Wick.
could.
And then you could ask all the little kids for chug jugs.
Yeah.
And they give you your dots.
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
Yeah,
All the
dude.
kids who were gonna be
We
in
could.
Fortnite.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah,
we can-
true.
Costumes. I didn't even think.
I'm gonna get like Gatorade and just hand out his chug jugs.
Or
Take off the
slurp
label.
juice.
Slurp
Take
juice.
off the label.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then like have a Fortnite font that says slurp juice, and then like print it out and put it on the Gatorade.
That's perfect.
That would be amazing. But
But then I feel like parents
be
would.
too happy.
Yeah, I feel like parents would be concerned about slurp juice, so I might stick with
No.
chug jug.
What if you broke the seal? Take the drink.
Yeah. hey,
In front of the kid.
That way the kids don't have to struggle to get it.
yeah. And also,
No
you're
comment.
confirming that it's not poison.
Yeah.
But the poison is on your lips. Dun dun
That's a good point.
dun.
You might get some poison on my lips if you don't watch yourself, Andrew.
What? That didn't make any sense, but
Yeah,
I don't want to think about it
Made
too
a lot
much.
of sense.
So how about you, Evan? What would your costume of choice be?
You know, I haven't really thought about this at all, but
He's thinking hard.
Here
You
it
know-
comes.
Here it comes.
What?
Here he
I'm
comes.
Not
you know, I can't say, but I will say this. My brother got a Bob Ross costume,
Ooh.
Ooh.
and he was supposed to use it this weekend because he's gonna go down to IU, some of the parties, but he didn't end up going.
Darn.
So you know,
Use that Bob
so
Ross
I could
costume.
use that.
Now,
Mhm.
what you could do is take that to school on Halloween. Dress up as Bob Ross.
So
Are
that's-
they? Wait, are they doing a school event for
Yeah.
Halloween?
They did last year.
Yeah, the
didn't they?
magic.
Yeah,
That'd
that'd be cool. Yeah. I feel like Evan would look good as a hot dog.
Yeah.
Get some ketchup and mustard in there.
Sauce,
Hey,
sauce it up.
yeah, sauce it up.
Sauce.
That's just what this school needs right now.
Some
Some
sauce.
sauce, some good sauce.
sauce to go along with that beef.
Hey.
Yeah. Okay.
Wait, if we were doing food themes, then what would you be, Alan?
A food.
Yeah, like he's the AP prompt, and then I'm the beefy essay, and he's the sauce to go with it.
Oh, that's a tough one, dog.
What would Alan be as a food?
What would I be as a food?
I feel like you'd be like a sloppy Joe.
Yeah. I
Oh,
accept that. I would be
Wait.
the sloppiest Joe that you know.
Wait, how would you dress up as a sloppy Joe though? Hey, get some of that meat.
I don't know how I would dress up as a sloppy Joe though, bro. I got fresh
You
rhymes.
just pour some sauce in your hair.
Yeah, just
you
pour
know?
Yeah.
some sauce on.
Just put some of that sloppy Joe meat
Yeah.
all over your hair. Ugh.
Get 2 buns.
I'm
Too
sloppy
huge.
Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe.
Wow.
That would be amazing. No, but I feel like that's like a pedophile costume.
We don't talk about pedophiles here on the Doing It Right podcast live from season 3, Andrew. You know better than this.
Okay, we won't say pedophile.
We'll say,
I would say let's just say a 40-year-old dressing up for Halloween
Okay.
costume to go trick or treating.
that is acceptable.
Okay. He's not. Disclaimer: this man that we speak of is not a pedophile. We don't think.
Only one way to find out, am I right? Yeah! Wait, we can get a better one. Yeah, close enough. Okay.
I didn't have to take.
We all just all high-fived if you could not tell. Yes.
So yeah, it's gonna probably be a boring Halloween unless we get that Halloween party going.
Yeah.
But
Make it a little spooky.
yeah, we need some of that sauce and we need some of that sloppy Joe.
Mm-hmm.
But hey, leave the beef at home. Am I right?
Yeah. Leave the home.
So your brother Keegan Ferguson, right? He was gonna dress up as Bob Ross.
Bob Ross, yeah.
He had like an afro and like the
Mhm.
clothes.
Yeah.
And he had a little. What is it called? The
Palette?
Pastel.
Palette?
yeah.
I
With
mean,
the,
will the clothing even fit
that's
you?
it.
He's kind of
Actually,
tall.
yeah, he is, but I can find a way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Find a way.
He's only about 4 inches taller.
That's
a
a
lot.
lot.
I don't know.
Wait, is he really?
Just a guy.
Yeah, he's a tall kid.
6'3".
That is very tall.
Well, that's
Okay.
What about you, Mason? What would
What?
you dress up
Yeah.
as?
Well, I already told you, but if I had to be a food, let me think about that for a second.
I feel like it.
Can I be a chocolate chimp?
Chocolate chimp.
Is a chocolate
accept
chimp a
that.
food or is it an animal?
I don't know what a chocolate chimp is.
It's like there's nothing to it. It's just a chocolate chimp.
Hey,
Nobody knows what a chocolate chimp is.
this gives me flashbacks of last week when we made monkey noises.
Monkey noises, yeah.
Yeah. I hope we get a loop of the monkey noises.
Yeah.
To the mic.
Work
Talk to
on
Mike,
that,
guys.
Mason Griswold.
What?
Getting a loop of the monkey noise. Loop of the monkey
Yeah,
noise.
we're
Okay,
trying to
I'll-
get a loop of Aiden's monkey noise.
Okay, if I can get a loop of the monkey noises, that can be next week's intro. Okay,
Yes.
they can be the monkey noises for
and
a
then
solid 10 minutes.
Enough said.
Or Raylan's song.
Yeah.
Should we make a little
Raylan's
song?
jingle.
Yeah, I showed you.
Oh yeah, you did.
I
Okay,
did.
I'll take that. I'll loop that too. We can
Okay.
like combine
Do the monkey
noises
noises over
and
The
it.
monkey noise is the beat.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
Get
Raylan,
fresh beats
if
in the
you're out
studio.
there, we're gonna send you the sample of the monkey noises, and you can like make a song over that.
No,
There
we
no,
already
get-
have it. Though.
And we got to get the lyrics to match the beat.
No, but you make the beat to match the lyrics. Like, just
Yeah.
make the monkey noises.
Make it like techno themed monkey noise.
Yeah.
It's like.
Ooh, ooh,
Evan
ah,
looks
ooh, ooh,
lost.
ah, ooh.
So last week we had Ethan and Aiden Rosberg on, and Aiden Rosberg has this immaculate ability to make
to make
to
monkey
mimic
noises.
the sounds of a monkey. He does it all the time, but he was like really stubborn and didn't
Yeah.
want to do it
He
until
never
like
does
the very
it.
end.
He never does it on camera.
Yeah, he doesn't want anybody knowing he's a monkey.
Yeah, because he's like, I don't want everybody to call him monkey
Wait.
noise. If you see Aiden in the hallway, call him monkey boy.
Monkey boy.
He deserves it.
It's true. Okay, and we could get Evan's dance as the
We
video.
can get Evan's dance.
Yeah.
Which one?
I want your
You know
South
the
skin.
dance.
Good question.
Evan
No,
can
I'm
dance.
not doing
Yeah,
it.
You know
I'm
what?
not
You're
doing
not-
it. I'm
you're
not
not-
doing it.
Oh.
I
It's
refuse.
great.
I
It's
refuse.
great.
I refuse.
Why?
Wow.
I refuse.
It's
Why do you not
so
want
Isn't
on
that
video.
like? Oh my god.
It's a
I would-
talent.
I would.
It is not a talent.
I would cry if you didn't show us.
We will cry on stream
It is
again.
not good.
It is
Very.
good.
I imagine
It's
it's
very
very good. Otherwise, there wouldn't be such a ruckus about
I
it.
saw it. I saw a
Wait, you
version
saw
of
it?
it.
You saw a
Yeah.
sample.
Saw a
Not,
sample.
not the full thing
You
because
know-
we didn't have music.
Just a tip.
No. I don't know.
We don't talk about
We'll let you think about it, okay?
Alright. Maybe later.
Maybe
it.
like.
Maybe.
Maybe later. Okay, Alan, did you actually read the news articles I told you?
Not
to read?
yet.
Not. What do you mean not yet?
Oh wait, no, I did not do that.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
we probably shouldn't do that.
I told you to read the news articles, Alan.
But we didn't, because we had other stuff to do.
But we have 30 minutes.
Well,
What do you mean we have other stuff to do?
But
We had other stuff to do instead of reading that.
yeah, instead of reading it before the stream.
Oh.
Yeah.
Read it now, Alan.
It's been a busy weekend.
I'm not gonna read your things. I'll just. Okay, well, let's read the headlines and go from there. Measles death 37 in Europe. Okay. America at risk.
Okay, so
it's
there.
because of anti-vaxxers.
Oh, so. But I mean,
But
it's just
aren't
the
we
anti-vax-
vaccinated?
Yeah, it's just the anti-vaxxers' kids.
Yeah.
Oh.
Anti-vaxxers are dying of measles because they
That's-
don't get vaccinated.
Okay, but just because 37 people die in like a large country doesn't mean that it's like a huge problem.
Andrew, I have some news for you. I'm not sure if you're gonna like this, but Europe's not a country.
Or what? Yeah, continent.
It's a
But
kid, dude.
I mean, yeah. like just because 37 people die
But I mean,
doesn't mean that it's like a huge
it's been like
risk.
extinct, hasn't?
Yeah,
it's been like none.
it's been gone because of the
Okay,
vaccination.
let's read the thing. Let's read the thing.
I mean, technically, if like the virus gets carried on,
There's
by-
37 people this year.
Oh, okay, yeah.
That's a lot. And there have been 41,000 recorded cases
Of
in
the
the first
easily.
in the first 6 months.
Okay, that's kind of bad.
That's really bad.
Well, yeah, and here's the problem: if the virus keeps getting carried on by the anti-vaxxers, the virus is gonna mutate and it's gonna become more dangerous to the people who already got vaccinated.
That is possible.
So, I mean, really, it's kind of an L either way. But
Should just be a law that you have to get vaccinated.
that's
I'm not sure.
those are dangerous waters.
I'm not sure if I particularly agree with that.
But I mean, you should. I think that you should get your kids
Yeah,
vaccinated.
it should just be common sense.
You make it safer for your kid to be out in the world when you vaccinate them, because they're not at risk for all these different diseases. It takes away like a lot of the diseases that they would be at risk. Like there's no disadvantage to having them vaccinated. And then in this case, you're hurting even the people who choose to get vaccinated.
Mm-hmm.
Selfish.
Yeah.
Gotta be pretty silly, Billy.
All right. Next article.
Next article.
It's pretty interesting though.
That is.
Like these viruses never go.
Microplastic.
Oh yeah.
Was that?
So yeah, like people. It's been recorded that people have microplastics in their stomach because of all the highly processed foods.
Wouldn't have doubted.
Of every person.
Yeah. Nine different types of metal or microplastics found in samples from each participant.
Okay, I've already read these articles, so I guess I'll explain as best I can. So a microplastic is like when a plastic
It's
degrades,
yeah.
like over time due to like erosion. It never actually like goes away, for like a long time.
It's a very, very small amount of plastic.
Yeah, they're like tiny,
Pieces.
minuscule amounts of plastic, and they'll build up inside like fishes, because fishes will eat like the water, get into their skin because of their gills,
Yeah.
because they breathe into water. Then they'll get into bigger fishes that eat those smaller fishes, and it keeps going up.
The plural of fish is fish.
It can
The
be
plural
fishy.
of fish is fillet.
Fillet?
Yeah, it was
That's
supposed to
not-
be a joke. That wasn't funny.
That's not a funny joke, Mason.
I'm sorry.
Fish
It
fillet.
wasn't
So,
funny.
how serious is this?
I mean, nobody knows how bad microplastics are for the human body, but I can't imagine.
Probably
it's very
not good.
Probably not good.
I mean, just so is there any way to like get rid of them?
no. Well, so I have to keep the door open because otherwise the Wi-Fi can't travel through the room easily, because we don't have a. Okay, Alan, do you know how
That's how Wi-Fi.
Do you know how Wi-Fi works? It's like waves.
I
So like
understand.
it can't go through the door
Like it-
unless we have the door open. Or it can't easily go through the door. So
I'm
otherwise
aware.
the stream would be like real laggy. So
Okay, we don't want
Oh,
that.
I see.
Not again.
I don't even think they can hear the dog. It's too far
So-
away.
Okay.
So more about the microplastics.
So it will also like build up on like salt, because people who like get sea salt, they don't like fully filter the water. Like they don't filter enough. So it's mainly in salt, rather than mainly being in fish. But it's not good. It's also been correlated with blood cancer, but it's like there are not enough studies to show that.
So how many people actually got tested for this?
I don't actually know. I think it's a small amount of people.
It's I don't know.
Yeah, I think it was a small amount of people, so they probably need to do more studies.
But I mean, like,
But it
was
said
all of those people.
every single one of them
Yeah, that
had
makes-
microplastics, at least 9 different types.
Yeah.
And it said on average like 20 different types. That's kind of crazy. Like
Alan's doing the math in his head.
I was thinking about something, but don't worry.
I think I know what you're thinking about.
What are you thinking about?
How can it be an average of 20 when it's so every single person at least had 9 different types, and then the average amount was 20.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
That makes sense.
That makes sense.
I don't think it could be the worst thing in the world though, because if that many people had it, there's likely that
A lot of people
other
probably
people
do.
already had it. And
But I don't know. It
probably
just
still live on.
it kind of just scares me, the concept of how much happens because of our environmental influence, like how much happens that we don't know about.
Why are you looking at me, Alan? Look at the microphone.
I'm looking at it. Hi, microphone.
But were there only 2 news articles?
No, there were more.
No, I think there's only 2.
I think there's 2 because the link was really long. Yeah.
See, look, see.
It's 2.
It's 2.
Okay. So, if you have any questions or comments for us or our guest, Evan Ferguson, this kid, let us know in the chat. And Mason, look at the chat.
How was did you go to the lacrosse clinic today, or did you skip out?
Oh,
You were taking a nap.
Yeah.
Oh.
Ooh, napping
Napping.
on the
Yikes.
job.
He's snoozing,
Sleeping
dude.
Sleeping Evan. Sleeping Evan Ferguson.
Sleeping
Evan.
Evan.
Snuggling up to
Missing
the
one-
radical left.
Missing 1 in 5 lacrosse clinics.
2 and 5 sporting events over the weekend. Well, 2 and 2. I mean, it's kind of messed up, Evan.
I heard you had a lacrosse party too. How'd that go?
It wasn't. My parents just invited some of my friends because like all their parents are friends with my parents. And it was just a couple families. It wasn't like the whole team.
You should have brought them all to team night.
Do you feel
that'd be disaster.
that the lacrosse team is going to be better or worse than last year?
Well, obviously, I think that we're gonna get better because last year 19 out of the 30 kids were sophomores, and we're all gonna be juniors, obviously. So I think we'll have an older team, more experienced team. A lot of the guys who were first-year guys last year, they'll be much better this year.
Yeah.
After
And
having a
you,
year
you
of
guys
experience.
really weren't bad.
5 and
last year.
7, yeah.
Yeah, I mean that's a
500.
decent
really
record.
Yeah.
I mean, when you think about it, it's like your first year. You don't expect to win that much.
The only thing is our schedule is gonna get a lot harder. We're gonna play a lot better teams.
Yeah.
So I can't
Well,
exactly.
Either way,
say
you're
that
gonna
we-
get better
yeah.
as a team.
We're all gonna be better for sure.
Yeah.
Skill wise, but we're gonna be facing tougher competition.
I mean, I guess
Yeah.
the record doesn't necessarily matter. It's just mostly like, do you feel like you're getting better?
No, yeah, we'll all be better for sure.
Yeah. And what about them letting girls on the lacrosse
Yeah, the
team? Have they
girls'
made like a
lacrosse team.
have they made a decision about that or like?
Well, they're gonna let them on, but potentially they're gonna try to get a girls team, separate girls team. But
Yeah, I feel like that would be best.
yeah, we can't confirm that though.
Like,
So if not,
what?
then they
So
can play with us.
is there like enough girls that want to do it to make a full team, or
As far as I know,
How many do you need for a team?
probably about close to 20,
20? Yeah.
maybe a little less.
I feel like
but-
you can get 20 out of 1,200 girls to do it.
I don't know. You'd be surprised. I mean,
Yeah.
if we can't even get 20 across country.
Yeah.
So if you're a girl and you want to do lacrosse, I
Talk to
talk to Lauren
Lauren
Mervar.
Mervar.
Yeah.
Lauren Mervar, yes, for sure.
Talk to Lauren Mervar. What is she in Steubenville? She's class rep.
Just a rare
Rap.
I thought she was.
Mm,
Oh, that's right.
pretty sure it's rap.
One of our class reps for the team of 2021 class of.
But she's also. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to join lacrosse, go ahead. Get involved in the school.
Get involved in anything.
Do some good stuff
Yeah.
for the school.
Yeah, we're probably gonna have 2 teams this year as well.
That's
Varsity team and a JV team.
I'm excited to see you guys play. It was fun to watch last year.
Yeah.
Just like
Thank
the fans were pretty, like they were there. There were fans
Mhm.
there every time.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
yeah, it was fun to watch.
Yeah, most schools don't have the fan base that our school has.
So how was cross country season?
Well,
it
it was
something.
you know, I ran JV all year up until last 3 meets of the year or so, and after everything that happened with
Lincoln
Yeah.
and
Lincoln.
Seabass. Yeah.
and who else went down that was ahead of me? I started getting better at the end of the year, and I got promoted to varsity, so that was pretty cool.
Yeah.
After
And
some injuries and Lincoln.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stay
So,
tuned
yeah.
next week, or we talk about that a little bit.
we actually won't talk about that though.
Oh, I guess we won't talk about
our
that.
Our next guest is going to be Seabass, if you didn't know, and Seabass has requested us not to talk about the incident, but we're still gonna have him on.
Yeah.
But anyway, I would say, Coach said that you were the deciding factor in whether or not our team made it to regionals.
See, I don't. That's what he's told me too, but I don't see how that occurred exactly. How did that? Because apparently I beat Speedway's number 5 guy or something.
Yeah.
I was the 6th guy on our team, so I don't know.
I don't know. It
But
doesn't make
if
a
I
lot of
did,
sense to me.
That's
but
awesome, but
Yeah, that somehow we made it.
yeah, so that's all that matters.
Yeah. So, yeah. Anyway, the cross country season ended a little bit better than I expected
Yeah,
it to be.
for sure. I didn't think we'd make it out of the section
Yeah, me
at the
neither.
beginning of the year.
Yeah, I think we kind of pulled through after there was a lot of rough stuff that happened.
A lot.
We had injuries. We got canceled meets. We had that Brown County meet that was
Ugh.
horrible. Yeah, I think the season turned out about as good as it could have.
Yeah, honestly. So.
Not according to Coach Fraker.
Well, okay, but after last year's team, I don't blame him for having higher expectations than
Yeah.
Still
most
have to
of
turn
us.
in my uniform.
Yeah, were you at that meeting?
No, I
You
wasn't.
pretty much were just
wasn't
like,
at school that day.
you guys were bad.
Yeah, the meeting was a bit of a guilt
Yeah.
trip.
You have to go. He said we have to go like 50% of the summer practices to even run.
That's what he says.
That would mean that Oswaldo wouldn't have been able to run this year.
That's
I mean, I probably was like 10 and
A lot of people.
You know, I like sleeping.
And Webb
Contract
wouldn't have been able
schedule.
to.
I don't know. He might have been. He went to a bunch.
He quit going after
Really?
I left. Yeah,
Yeah.
after I left for Blue Lake, he quit going. But yeah, enough about cross country. I think that enough's been said.
Mason's saying something again.
Mason-
Well,
Yeah,
I'm not
so-
saying something. I'm just
why
going
are
up to the mic.
why
Why
are
you
you
always
walking
look
up?
at me?
Because like
It's it's like you're making a move. You're like taking
Yeah.
action. You're like, I'm
Mason,
gonna walk
what did
over
you-
here.
Mason's making a move on the post.
Mason, what
Maybe
does your
that-
shirt say?
It says Honda. I don't know what it says exactly. I know one of them says fun, one of them says beautiful. It's in Japanese, because you guys can't see it. Yeah.
Looks like my
Right.
Coke shirt.
So
How
it is the
come-
same colors.
Why do you have a Honda shirt?
I don't know. My mom just found it at Goodwill.
Huh.
Oh, that makes
So
sense.
some Japanese person just donated their Honda shirt, and now I own it. So if you're out there and you donated a Honda shirt, thank you very much.
What's our?
I hope Honda shirt lady contacts us.
I hate to ask, but what's our view count?
It's in the quadruple digits.
Wow.
Wait,
Okay.
It's 5.
Okay. Decent.
Everybody wants to see Evan.
Yeah.
Yeah.
5.
Yeah. Evan is. That's a decent turnout.
That's not bad because
Yeah.
we're live, but then we
Okay,
also
okay.
record it.
And
and
we were
Yeah.
late.
much more
And
people
we were
watch
late.
on record.
Yeah. But yeah, like last week. Last week we had like 2 at most.
Yeah, last week was a disaster. So-
Yeah, I just want to say that I think that last week's episode is gonna be the worst episode that we'll ever make.
Yes.
Probably.
Mason
A lot of content got deleted and all that.
And then there's Aiden and Ethan.
Well, we won't talk about that.
We
They
won't
were
talk
decent
about that.
guests.
They were decent guests. Aiden's phone, though, the real culprit.
Yeah,
behind
he sabotaged us.
He did.
Yeah.
Thankfully, no static this time. Although I can put Alan's phone up to the mic and cause static that way. It's like
Is there static?
there should be. I don't know. I mean,
I can go back to my seat and I can see.
Maybe it was just Aiden's phone though.
Maybe.
I don't know.
Hear that, people? People of the world?
I don't. Yeah, there's a little bit of static.
Oh, that's crazy.
It's not bad.
That's
Aiden's
weird.
phone, though. Aiden's phone's real bad.
So anyway, like what's the next thing to look forward to after Halloween?
After Halloween?
Yeah. I mean, not really anything.
Thanksgiving.
Well,
But-
yeah, but like not necessarily a
Big meal.
holiday.
Well, it's wrestling season then.
Oh yeah, wrestling season. We're we're all in cross country and we're all in wrestling.
Yeah.
Nice. But anyway, yeah, the wrestling season is beginning tomorrow.
Tomorrow. And
Can't wait.
Coach is also
Very upset with
very
us.
upset.
We won't go into details.
Yeah, we won't go into that.
But anyway,
Well, that makes it sound like it was
give
worse
it.
than it was.
Hey, give us some prayers.
Yeah, pray for us.
Prayers in the chat, please.
Please pray for us tomorrow to
'Cause
not.
We're gonna get yelled at probably
It's gonna hurt my feelings a lot.
because I thought I was on a good foot with Shutley until now because it was dumb.
Dumb.
Hopefully we're alive tomorrow
Mhm.
to see another day.
I sure hope not.
Of course you don't. But yeah,
Of course.
I don't know if I'm ready to get into like wrestling season. Like
I am.
it's
a
gonna
long
be a
period.
grind.
Yeah.
Like first off, I need to lose like 7 pounds, which I'm not ready to. Cause yeah, and
Just got done running too.
yeah, just got done running. Like last week, I was running semi-state. It's a big change in mindset. It's so quick.
Yeah.
No days off.
No days off. Rise and grind, gamers.
Yeah. Good night, gamers.
Sweet dreams.
Sweet dreams.
But yeah. But we're gonna take some dubs though.
Yeah, yeah. Anybody who doesn't like know our wrestling team, we're gonna be like really good this year. So make sure to come and watch because there's gonna be some crazy matches. I can already tell.
Yeah.
I mean, first off, the Southport meet is gonna be a manslaughter like it usually is.
Think we can go undefeated in that meet?
I think so. I think we could.
That's the goal.
Yeah, that's always the goal.
And we only took one loss last year.
We took 2.
There's one.
Oh, you mean in the Southport meet?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Southport meet.
Yeah, that was Restrelli.
Or Strella.
Yeah.
You lost in the that one, and then what was
The
it Cerebro?
White.
Yeah, I almost lost in the Whiteland one. That was really nerve wracking. But yeah, when you're wrestling varsity, it's like really nerve wracking and like a lot of pressure because like especially in those first 2 meets where it's like we should be not getting beat at all. You're like, what if I'm that guy that gets beat?
Yeah, that'd be tough.
Yep.
I mean, yeah, I felt bad for Drew.
Me and Alan don't know about that.
Well, I've only wrestled 2 matches, and it was those 2. And I don't know, the pressure to win the Southport match was crazy.
Yeah. Last year, a tough one is the one time I wrestled varsity 2. It was like our last tournament, and we were facing Warren. And I wrestled. I got pinned in like 20 seconds, and then we lost the match by 3 points. Or if you don't know wrestling scores, if I didn't get pinned and I just lost like it was a kind of close match, that would have mean we tied instead of lost.
Oh,
And he was gonna put Anthony Toomey in instead of me, and I was like, well, because I didn't get a chance to wrestle before, and I was like, oh, you should put me in instead. And then so I looked real bad.
I remember that meet actually. Manuel was the last one to wrestle, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, that was a bit sad. But remember, we beat them earlier in the season too. We beat Warren. But wait, yeah. I don't know. I feel like varsity 2 doesn't matter as much.
Yeah, I feel like, aren't we like not even that close to their varsity 1 team?
No, not at all.
Yeah, we're much better.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird. How is their varsity 2 team so good,
Yeah.
but their varsity 1 isn't that much better?
It's like Avon, isn't it? That has the like awesome elementary program.
Well, okay.
They're gonna
so
be good this year. Then.
so that's the thing. When we were all in elementary, they were a powerhouse in elementary, but they sucked in high school. So now what's happening is all the elementary kids that were really good are becoming high schoolers, and so their team's gonna be good. By our senior year, they're gonna be, Perry Brownsburg level. So, I mean, when you think about it, how could it even be possible for them to suck if they have good elementary
I mean,
kids?
they're not very good right now.
That's the biggest part.
Well, they were decent last year.
Yeah.
But yeah. Anyway, yeah, Avon's gonna be a big threat. Columbus East, Brownsburg always, Cathedral. But yeah, we're gonna have a good season. Come out and watch us.
Yeah.
It's really exciting. It's a spectator sport.
Yeah, it's like. Yeah, I'm just glad that more people watch it than they did in middle school.
Yeah.
Because middle school, nobody ever came to.
We felt very underappreciated.
Yeah. But
Because
now
we
it's
were
good.
still the best team in the school. It's just nobody cared. So
We always will be. But do you think
that's
that?
weird to think about.
Do you think our team can continuously be good?
Yeah.
Think
feel
about
like-
last year. Think about last year. Everybody, it's so funny to see in the wrestling community. Every single year, the wrestling community is like, "Oh, Perry won't be good this year because they
Yeah.
lost him." Well,
Just reload.
when you look at it, then we pull out some other guy who's now gonna kick their butt again,
Yeah.
and they're like, "Who's that?" Well, that's the person that's been wrestling varsity 2 his entire high school career, so he's got varsity experience too.
Yeah.
We just never run out of good kids, even if they're not like an Alex Cotty or a Noah Warren. We still have solid kids all around, but just because we have so many kids wrestling all the time, so that's
Yeah, and a bunch of
Chat thinks wrestling is smelly.
who says that?
Chat.
That
like
is true.
everybody.
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 Well,
I
you're
don't want-
smelly.
I don't want to say go away because we need all the support we can get here, but go away.
Yeah, you stanky chat.
Chat stanky. Ew, Brody.
Chat stinking. Take a shower, chat.
Dang. I'm
Is
not
that his name?
Hit the showers.
Hit the showers.
Chat.
Chat. We're just talking to the Twitch chat.
Oh, it doesn't say who said that.
No. Well, who did say that, Mason? Was it
Yeah, who
multiple
did?
people?
It was multiple people. It was Lauren Hauk, Raylan, and Hale.
Wow.
Oh, we got Pale watching it.
They've got a smelly wrestling.
Yeah, all three of you are smelly.
Yeah. Pale didn't watch last year, even though she's supposed to be our biggest
Last
fan.
year.
Last week.
Last year.
Last week. And though she was supposed to be our biggest fan, and it made me kind of sad.
Yeah.
I guess Raylan's our new biggest
Yeah.
fan.
Can Pale even count as our biggest fan anymore? I don't think so.
Congratulations, Raylan Pointer. You are now our biggest fan.
Officially.
So good job.
You can stop clapping now, Alan.
There.
Oh, did I tell you? My mom suggested that we only do 30 minutes because her logic was nobody wants to hear us talk for an hour.
Well, we have a small yet loyal fan base, and that's not something to be ashamed of.
True.
Other
I'm
than-
proud. I'm
Yeah.
proud.
And we're just gonna keep going. If it's by one person a week,
Let's
we'll
try
grow.
Let's try and get 7 views on the YouTube video.
You guys should go for 24-hour episode.
We could do that.
On New Year's.
Yeah.
A television marathon.
It
Okay, that would kind of suck though.
It would be
not gonna
possible.
lie.
We could have like several guests on.
Yeah, we could do like ads.
Ooh.
Like a television
Okay.
marathon.
Yeah, and
That
like
sounds
like my
cool.
idea with Gabe, like
Yeah.
he could. Gabe, if you're listening,
We have plenty of ideas.
You'd
folks.
have to get like a bunch of pages.
Yeah,
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, we kind of do. But we just go off.
It'd be all thought out. It'd be carefully planned by yours truly.
I'm not sure if we can trust Mason.
That's messed up.
Okay, but in a hypothetical scenario that we are doing a 24-hour episode, then like what happens if we run out of things to talk about?
We
For
can't.
You can.
Okay, this
No,
happens in
it's a
sitcoms all the time.
You just
You
put a laugh track on
you
it.
find the first person to come on and you.
Yeah,
you
we'll
get
take
them to do something.
we'll
It's
take
really-
people from the street and have them.
Yeah, we could walk the neighborhood and try and
Yeah.
find people.
See-
Not
get-
knocking people's
Oh,
doors.
also, we are selling merch for the
documentary.
documentary Writing History made by Chrissy Brzezicki.
That's
$15.
not out yet.
The
No.
documentary is not out yet.
When is
You'll
it
probably
gonna
get
be
to-
out?
I have no idea. Chrissy needs to schedule interviews.
Yeah.
And I need to
She
help
needs
her
to get
with
her life
interviews.
together.
I know.
Hopefully by next week.
Hopefully, but you can pre-order the shirts now. If you don't pre-order them, you may not get a shirt because
If you don't pre-order them, then you're smelly.
you are smelly if you don't pre-order a shirt.
Yeah.
They're clean shirts. They'll
And-
clean you.
Instead
they're
of
cleansing.
instead of plugging.
They'll galvanize you.
Yeah. Instead of plugging her shirts, why don't you focus on making our shirts?
Yeah, make
I'm
our
not
shirts.
plugging her shirts. The proceeds go to this podcast.
But
Yeah,
also
that's true.
work on making our shirts.
Yeah.
I will work on making.
Soon
these
we're gonna
shirts.
have our own merch, and it's
That-
gonna be amazing.
I will work on that. Okay,
gonna be
all in due time.
Wait, we could have like a cartoon character of all the guests. That we have.
Yes.
You look like a cartoon
We need-
character.
Thank you.
Who do you think we could get someone to do that?
Anybody?
I can't do that.
Okay. Does anybody know like some cartoonists?
Yeah, if we get a cartoonist, we can have them draw everybody that comes on here
And our number one fan.
and our number one fan.
There will be a section of this shirt reserved.
I think we should change the number one fan every month and then put them on like a Hall of Fame list, like a
Oh,
number
I
one
see.
fan of the month.
Yeah.
Fan
For-
of the
for,
month.
like, and keep expanding to the list.
So first month is
The
Kale,
realist.
second month is Raymond.
But it hasn't been. It hasn't been a full month yet. This is the 4th episode.
I was thinking, he's like,
So this
You
is
have to
the
think
end
of
of the
that
first month.
Season 1.
So, Pale, if you want best fan, you're gonna have to step it up a bit next.
You gotta rewatch the third episode.
Don't watch the third.
Yeah,
episode.
don't. I changed my mind. Don't watch that.
okay,
That was bad.
yeah. Do you guys actually want our biggest fan to watch the third episode? I might turn them away.
Yeah.
I'm embarrassed.
It might
by
turn
that.
them away.
Yeah, I'm kind of ashamed.
Maybe we should just
I'm
forgive
not
and
ashamed by
forget.
this episode. Yeah,
No, this
I'm forgetting.
episode is good.
Yeah, I said I'm not ashamed by this episode though.
This episode is good.
Yeah,
We're almost done.
We can still go. Evan,
Why?
you've been real quiet.
Yeah,
What's been
we
going
need
on?
we need some talking from
Oh,
Evan
the
Ferguson.
Coolest kid.
Yeah.
And you won't talk. Makes me sad.
Ask me some questions.
Ask me some questions.
What is your favorite thing to do in your free time?
Sleep.
Bingo.
Other than
Sleeping. I like fishing. I love nature.
Okay.
If you
Yeah.
didn't know, we were late because Evan Ferguson was snoozing slumped. Snoozing
right.
slumpily.
Yeah.
But we forgive him.
Yeah,
We
but
forget-
this weekend was tough.
How could you stay mad at that beautiful face?
Look at.
Oh, you guys. Making me blush.
Making me Alan.
Making me Alan. Don't make him Alan.
Why
That
do you
would
keep
be
looking
mean.
at the computer screen? Nothing new.
Yeah, there's nothing on the
Well,
computer.
why not?
I don't know.
Well, again,
I
if
guess I don't
that's
know.
your entire mindset of the world, then
Oh, that's a good mindset to have.
I don't think so.
I think it is.
If your whole mindset is why not, I don't know. I don't think you're gonna go very far.
What do you think, E? What's your?
Why did
okay,
you-
here's a good question. Here's a good question.
Alright.
What is your, I guess, point of view, perspective on life? How do you approach life?
Well, I don't like to worry about things, even though I mess up a lot, but you know, I just kind of say, well,
Well,
we're all living anyways. And
Yeah, get over it.
yeah, get over it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Pain's only
everybody
temporary.
has their rises and falls. You know
Yeah.
what I mean?
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Good point.
Wise words from a wise man.
Now, how about Mason?
What about Mason?
Okay,
What's
well, I don't know what the conversation is. I was busy reading chat and
What?
they're letting out big E's.
Oh, Remember when Coach Raker
you,
said
guys.
E?
Yeah.
Yes, he still does.
He let out a outraged E. He was like, he was so excited.
Every time
What was
I
the
pass
question?
What's your
viewpoint on life?
What's
Like, how do you
how do
tackle
you approach it?
problems?
How do I attack problems?
I guess that's
What's
a
the
whole
question?
That's a whole different question.
No, it's what's your approach to life?
What's my approach to life?
Yeah.
I mean, you probably shouldn't plan too far, but just like think about what you're gonna do like tomorrow. I don't know.
What are you gonna do tomorrow?
That's
So like make everything.
I'm gonna go to school. That's about it. I might sleep when I get
Make
home.
every day
Yeah,
count.
Nap.
make every day count.
Yeah,
live in
make
the
every day
moment.
count. Yeah.
Wise words as well.
You still gotta plan ahead a little bit.
Sounds like we got some like.
Make every day count.
But I'd say
Don't count the days.
mine is, in all seriousness,
Wait, that's how.
that you gotta
No, or is it the other way around?
that just like don't worry about things like if you try to plan things like it's anything you're always setting yourself up for disappointment. So just always like go at problems and just try to do it the best you can and just like I can't
But-
talk good right now.
But failing to plan is planning to fail,
No,
Alan.
Touche.
it's not.
Oh.
It's not planning. It's just, I guess, a better way to describe it is just not to worry about everything. Everything will end
Don't,
up
like-
good in the end.
Yeah, like don't
Yeah, don't stress.
don't stress if your plans don't work out. If
Yeah.
things don't go right.
If you do your best, then that's all you can do.
Alright, so we're at
That's it.
Yeah, we're a bit
I
over
think-
time.
I think that's a good end.
Yeah,
We're gonna go over time. So
we got a bit deep in that last part. but
Deepness.
There's nothing wrong with deep.
Nothing.
This
wrong.
show is for anything.
Evan,
Yeah,
am I right?
it's basically just a talk show, but
Yeah.
It is
Anyway.
under the Twitch category of talk shows.
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, a better name for the podcast would be a talk show, but
No, it's a podcast.
what? Okay, we'll say it's a podcast. All right.
So, before we go, we should buy the shirts, please. The proceeds go to the
We need
podcast.
money.
and
We need money.
We need equipment.
We really need a new
We
mic,
only have
y'all.
one microphone.
If you want to see our beautiful faces, whenever you watch this,
That's a bit away. We need more money for that.
no, we need money for a camera.
The
Yeah,
mics
for a
actually cost
capture card.
more than the.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we need a
Well,
camera for.
how much does a capture card cost?
I'm not gonna get a capture card. I'm gonna get a webcam, and I'm gonna probably figure out how to get a lighting thing going on. So that'll be $50 for an entire like audio, like decent audio XLR setup. Will be about $120.
How many shirts do we sell for $120?
How many shirts do we? I
A
can
lot.
actually look at that. Hold on.
It's
But-
like so many.
Anyway, so if you want us, with better equipment, we can make the podcast more interesting. I truly believe that. Because if we have a camera, then we can do like activities on camera.
But that would be hard for Spotify.
Yeah, it would, but we don't really target Spotify that.
Yeah.
But it would make it more interesting to watch the YouTube video.
That's true.
But and the stream.
Yeah, it's more incentive to watch it live.
Yeah, which kind of is what we're going for. But yeah. So anyway, buy the shirts. We need money to help the podcast.
So we would have
Oh.
to sell 26 shirts to make $120 total profit.
That's
okay?
doable.
That's doable.
That is doable.
Tell your friends
so
to buy the shirt.
it's a
Who
nice
doesn't
looking
want?
shirt.
Tell
Who
your
doesn't
friends
want
to-
Alan's beautiful face on a
Yeah.
shirt? I
We
mean,
need
seriously.
to. You need to tell your friends to watch the podcast. Bug them. Do not
Yeah,
let them hear the end of it until they're a loyal fan, such as yourself.
just like Pale or Raylan, aspire to be.
Aspire to be.
Also,
and
if-
Pale and Raylan make other people aspire to be.
Yes.
So if you want a shirt, you can just DM the official account, DM me, Mason.
Name
or
the
just-
official account.
Wait,
Little monkey business
hold
going
on.
on.
Well, I've already taken orders myself. I'm the one paying for
Okay,
that one.
hold on though. I have an idea. So for anybody who buys the shirt, we should have days where it's like the Do It Right days, where we get everyone to wear the shirt.
Yeah.
Yeah, to wear the shirt at school. It's kind of like We Fly Together days, but instead it's Do It Right days.
That's a really good idea.
But anyway, yeah, we'll get more into the details maybe next week. So tune in next week if you enjoy this.
Actually, we can't get more into the details next week. I mean, unless we want to change it, the pre-order ends on Friday.
Oh, well,
unless we want to change that, we can change that.
Why is it?
Yeah, just keep it.
Okay.
Keep it going. But anyway, yeah, next week is going to be Seabass, Sebastian Mauser.
You hate him, you love him, you love to hate him. You gotta watch.
That was amazing.
He's an interesting character.
Get a new take on the most famous person in the school, other than Young Master, but
I'd say he rivals him.
maybe. But anyway, you can get to know. I don't know, deeper level.
Yeah, because he's an actually interesting person.
He is. He's actually a very interesting person.
He's more.
So please tune in next week.
He's more than what you think he is.
Yeah. So get an exclusive. Tune into the exclusive interview. With
Can we get
Seabass.
one more big E before we go?
It's been real.